Salve, volevo fare una domanda molto semplice e una considerazione da condividere con lei. La prima è esattamente che cosa l'attraeva di questo romanzo, cioè che cosa è la cosa che più le è piaciuta e che più le interessava, e la seconda, se lei nota e ha qualche riflessione su questo, che c'è un grande interesse in questo momento per l'aldilà, comunque per un'altra dimensione, che può essere l'aldilà, che può essere un passato che ritorna, comunque per un altro da dove ci troviamo, e che questo interesse riguarda molto le fasce più giovanili. Grazie.
Sorry, what was yeah, right. Okay. Well, I mean, interesting things to talk about. You know, the Lovely Bones attracted us because it is, I mean, it deals with a difficult subject matter, which is, you know, what happens after you die. And Alice wrote it in a pretty uncompromising style, so it wasn't as if the protagonist, you know, died of old age or even got sick and had a, you know, a peaceful death from a disease. I mean, you know, the protagonist is Susie Salmon, a 14-year-old girl with her life in front of her, who was murdered. So, you know, Alice wanted to address the questions of life after death, but also she had a very dramatic and powerful way of doing it, which we thought would make for a very challenging film. But ultimately, it's positive too, because really the film could easily have been something grim and depressing. And I didn't want to do that. I felt that would be an easy thing to do, and what we attempted to do, which was more of a challenge, was to make the film entertaining, was to use Susie's spirit and her sense of humour and her lack of self-pity to make the film feel as if it had a positive energy behind it. And it ultimately does, of course, because you realise that Susie doesn't ever die. Even though she's murdered, that doesn't destroy her existence. I mean, she survives in a different form to the one that we're used to, but you realise by the end of the movie that Susie and any one of us, we will always live on, which I think is a good message, especially for young kids, and hopefully it's true as well. And it gives you a chance to explore the nature of love. I mean, I see the movie, we've never regarded, the Lovely Bones as being about a murder. We've regarded it as being about love, and how that, you have to, if there's a loss of a loved one, then you have to adjust you have to adjust the way that you view that person, but it's okay to love them still. And really all of Susie's family go through a period of transition, of shock after her death, but they all come to a place where they're at peace with the idea that she is still around and she can be loved as their daughter as much as she used to be, to some regard. And yeah, I mean, so those were all things that attracted us. We thought it would be a difficult project, which really, when you're spending 2 years of your life on something, it's like a good puzzle. You want it to be difficult because it makes it more fun to work on. And we did make it, just to try to address your last comment, we did deliberately make the film for a younger audience. We have a teenage daughter, Fran and myself. Fran co-wrote the script with me, my partner, and we wanted to make a film that our teenage daughter could see and not be scared of, and not have anything in the movie that would be concerning to her. Because I mean, I think that the questions and the themes that the film addresses are things that is very healthy for parents and their children to talk about and discuss. And maybe the film is a way to do that too.
Buongiorno, volevo chiedere a Saoirse Ronan